What's happening, everybody? It is Dr. Brian here at the Chiropractic Movement. And today I am very excited because it is officially the first Tuesday tidbit of 2020. I know in 2019 I was here every Tuesday for quite some time. And I've been gone since probably like October, November, so it's been quite a bit. And so my apologies for disappearing for so long. Needed to get some things sorted out, needed to get back on track, needed to find my own personal space to be ready to educate you and to push all of you, whether you have a physical health pursuit, a mental health pursuit, a mindfulness pursuit, whatever it happens to be, for me to be ready to move you into that space. And so I am happy to be back and dedicated to being here every Tuesday. So hopefully I'll see a lot of the same returning faces on a lot of these live videos. I'm gonna start from basics today because it is still January, and so since it's the end, I wanna kick things off with a topic next month. So I'll let you know what that topic is gonna be at the very end of this. But I wanted to get into this first. I'm gonna start from the very basics with what chiropractic actually is, because I think for a lot of people, I see a lot of individuals that, or I am seeing more individuals now that have been going to a chiropractor or have been to a chiropractor, and they've showed up in this office with literally no education about what we do, and therefore sometimes the frustration is that they've said chiropractic doesn't work, it didn't have any benefits for them, and my response to that is, then you've probably heard or learn the wrong thing about what we do, okay? I compare it to this. Exercise. It works every single time that you do it, but you might not see a result. You might not feel a result. There are processes that are happening no matter what every single time you exercise. There is some kind of change that's occurring, and that is what, a lot of times we want something very tangible to hold on to. Things don't have to be that way, and I'm gonna get to that in just a moment, okay? So we're gonna dive into, like why certain frustrations might be there. The other reason I wanna start with this topic is because there's a lot of real difficulties and challenges that athletes, adults, and especially children are facing these days. And so I wanna make sure that we become very clear on what chiropractic actually is. So let's dive right in, because I wanna keep all of these under 5 minutes. That way they're hopefully more easily consumed. Chiropractic is simply this. It is a science, a philosophy, and an art of how we treat this structure and the system that it controls. Okay, so let's knock this out really fast. The nervous system is your master system. It controls every single system in your body. So without your nervous system, the cardiovascular system doesn't work, digestive system, all of those things just go down. If you don't believe me, think about Christopher Reeves. If you don't know who he was, look him up. He was the original Superman, rode a horse, broke his neck, nervous system didn't work. His body was on artificial intelligence for practically the rest of his life, okay? So what kept him alive? So, here's how we live our life through our nervous system. Every single day, there is information that is traveling in and then up to your brain, and then your brain is recognizing all of this information that's coming in, right? We have many different senses beyond just our vision, our touch, our sight. Sorry, I said vision already. Our vision, our touch, our taste, our hearing, our smell. There are other senses that allow us to understand what our body is experiencing. And then our brain creates thoughts, and those thoughts guide our behaviors and or our actions, okay? That's basically how we live life. And everything is going through the system to the brain and then back out to every body part, right? So our senses can create a stress response. That stress response through the nervous system can kick into action our heart rate, our breathing. It can slow down digestion or our bowel movements. All of these things happen through the nervous system, okay? So the science of this is all of these nerves control this. And if there is any interference to these nerves, then you can have interference in how well you receive information, how well your brain processes information, and then how healthy that information is going back down and out to every single organ in your body. I'm about to hit 5 minutes. I apologize. This always happens. Okay, so that's the science of it. There's a lot more to it. I'm trying to keep it really short today. It is about your senses and how we perceive our environment, okay? Chiropractic is also a philosophy, right? It's a philosophy that understands that your body makes these decisions and understands how to regulate, how to control, and ultimately how to heal your system every single day. Literally, that's all it's doing every day is it's trying to maintain what is called homeostasis, okay? Homeostasis basically means balance, right? So like, for example, if it's really, really hot out, that is a load on our nervous system, and our nervous system kicks into gear things that are gonna allow our system to cool down. And I say that because we finally have a really, really nice day out here. It's like 70 degrees here in Southern California, loving it. Okay, so there is a philosophy which is your body heals from the inside out. Your body is designed to heal and it needs nothing else. It just needs no interference to the information that goes and travels through that nervous system, right? Which is the science. The last thing is the art. The art of chiropractic is simply this. If there is interference to the nervous system, we as chiropractors identify that interference. We identify what we call subluxations, or areas where these spinal segments are out of position, therefore preventing the healthy communication from going through the body, going to the brain, and then going back out to other areas that are gonna respond and help the body heal, adapt, grow, recover, fight or flight, whatever it happens to be. That is the art of what a chiropractor does. So when someone comes in here, what I tell them to expect is simply this. We need to understand how well or how healthy their nervous system is actually working. How much stress is it under? Is it preventing it from growing and recovering? Is that stress preventing that individual from understanding what signals are going in, traveling to the brain? And is it preventing the brain from making the right decision going back down? We had an amazing event this past Sunday. It was a mindfulness visualization. And someone there used this word that I've never heard another patient use, and he used the word dysautonomia, and that essentially means we have dysfunction within our autonomic system, which is the system that keeps us alive, right? And that is where chiropractic really works. When we have too much stress, when we're overworked, when we're out of balance, when we're misaligned, we literally live our lives in dysautonomia. And the result is our body doesn't understand what is stress, what is not stress. Are we living in stress? Are we living in health and recovery? And a lot of people, we get too accustomed to being in that zone, okay? So again, back to basics, chiropractic is a science, it's a philosophy, it's an art of how we treat and take care of your nervous system and your spine so that ultimately it can help you heal yourself every single day. That's what I wanted you to get today. Come February, we are gonna start back up with kids. We're gonna talk about tech brain and how that is literally creating mental challenges, growth challenges, academic challenges, social challenges, you name it. There are so many things, physical challenges that kids are experiencing at very young ages as well. So we are gonna dive into all of that in February. Stay tuned, and thank you again for joining me. First Tuesday Tidbit in 2020. Look forward to me being here every week. Catch up with you all very, very soon.